From the word only you will be coming to know that natural arrangement of a rivers, natural arrangement of a rivers and her tributaries. What is tributaries? That one river is meeting another river. Yes. So natural arrangement of a river and her tributaries is known as drainage pattern. Next is river basin. Next is river basin. What is river basin? The area of land drained by a river and her tributaries, means how much area it is covering. Okay, how much area it is covering. Okay, it means what? And its tributaries, the rivers which meet other rivers are covering, is known as river basins. Yes, one, if Ganga river is starting from where? From where the Ganga river is starting? Who told Maharashtra? Where? From where Ganga river is starting? Yes. So now somewhere else it is meeting Yamuna. Yes. Then it is meeting other rivers. That is Uttarakhand. Okay. So this the rivers which they are meeting are their tributaries. Yes. So and somewhere it will be emptied also. Which rivers are emptied? Two types of rivers are there. Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. In peninsular rivers, we have talked that peninsular rivers is dependent on the source of the rain. Yes, so sometimes it is empty. So this type is known as river basin. Okay, somewhere else it is emptying. Water is emptying. That is known as river basin. We are at home. We are having basin. What is the meaning of basin? We go for washing the hands and that all. But sometimes it is empty. Yes, so it is known as river basin. Then is water divider. What is water divider? Water divide. The water which is coming from mountain, from upland, there will be the force will be high because it is coming from upper side. Then it is going to downwards. So at that time, flow of water is meeting to other. Yes, it is known as water divider. So what happens? Sometimes it is separating. The water is separating. Sometimes it is going in eastward. Sometimes it is going in westward. Yes. So it is separating. That type of system is known as water divider. Clear? Clear these four terms: river basin, drainage system, drainage pattern, and water divider. Next, we will go to the patterns of rivers. Okay, so four types of patterns are there: dendritic drainage system, rectangular, radial, and trellis. Okay, these are the four different types of patterns. Now, who will tell me what is dendritic pattern? What is dendritic pattern? Yes. It is the shape like branches of a tree. Yes, it is known as dendritic pattern. Example Ganga. Next, trellis pattern. Trellis pattern. Yes, pick. Yes, it is starting from mountain and meeting one another due to the slopes, and make a net-like shape. This way shape it is making, net-like shape it is making. Okay, when it is meeting to other, it is known as trellis pattern. Example: Himalayan mountains meeting Himalayan rivers and form a trellis pattern. So dendritic pattern means branches of a tree, like it is making the rivers are making a shape. It is dendritic. Trellis, net-like shape when meeting to another rivers. Next is rectangular shape. Rectangular pattern. From where I want someone. A rectangular pattern. Rectangular pattern. Yes. The pattern will be shaped. No. Yes, Moin. When the main rivers meet each other at right angle. At right angle, yes. Rectangular means we are having right angle shape. Yes. When main river is meeting another rivers and forming a right angle. Okay. At all sides it is forming a right angle. That means rectangular pattern. Next is radial or centrifugal pattern. Yes. Streams flow all over mountain. What? Streams. Streams flow in all directions. I'm not getting. The river flows outward from the center hilly region. Okay. So over here hilly region shape will be like this way. Yes. So it is flowing outward of the center. Okay. So over here it is flowing outwards. It means centrifugal pattern. Got it? Yes. Okay. From outward, hilly regions outward it is flowing and it is in the center. Yes. So that's why it is known as radial or centrifugal pattern. So clear for patterns of the river. Yes. Which are they? Okay. Dendritic pattern is making shape as the branches of a tree. Next is trellis pattern, net-like shape. When one river is meeting to another river and making a net-like shape. Rectangular when main river. Remember this point. Its tributaries and makes and right angle. Next is radial shape. What is radial? When the river is flowing from the hilly region. And yes, in the center of the hilly region and it is flowing was is known as radial. Got it? Now Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Very important question. Very important question. Mountainous rivers and peninsular. I can ask you as difference. Okay. So what is mountainous and what is peninsular rivers? Himalayan rivers are originating from Himalayas. Are originating from Himalayas region. There are three rivers are there: Sindhu, Brahmaputra, and Ganga. Sindhu, Brahmaputra, and Ganga. Okay, why it is flowing whole year? Because there is a ice, so ice will melt. Yes, that's why it is flowing throughout the year. But peninsular rivers are its main source is rainfall. So its main source is rainfall. So it is dependent on rain. So sometimes it is dry region also. That rivers are dried also. Okay. And peninsular rivers are small rivers that is Narmada, Sabarmati, Krishna, Kaveri, and Ganga, Brahmaputra and Satluj are main three Himalayan rivers. Now Himalayan rivers causes soil erosion. Too much of soil erosion is caused because it is flowing throughout the year. Over here peninsular will be having less soil erosion. Clear? Clear? Yes. Himalayan rivers are known as perennial rivers while peninsular are known as seasonal rivers. Okay? Yes. Got it? Okay. Perennial. Perennial rivers because it is flowing throughout the year and these are seasonal because it is dependent on rain. Now Sindhu river system. Now how you will be remembering this short note? Okay, very first. You are telling that ma'am it is long question answers. How I can remember this whole question? First of all, Sindhu river system. From where it is starting, from where it is originating, Sindhu river? It is originating from Mansarovar in Tibet. So first of all, in every short note of river system, what you will be remembering? Origination, from where it is starting, from where it is originating. So first point, what you will be remembering? Origination. So it is starting from Mansarovar in Tibet. From where it is starting? Sarovar in Tibet. Yes, but I have not taken. But in revision, all the question answers I can ask. In 10th, for fair book, I will be giving some questions only. You have to write all. You have to learn whole chapter. In MCQ, I can ask it. Got it? So don't depend Sindhu River system. It is originating from Mansarovar in Tibet. Second thing, now which side it is moving? It is moving in northward side, southward side, east, west. Which side it is moving? That you have to note down in every river. Okay. After it is originating somewhere else, it is going in northward side. Somewhere it is going in southward. That you have to note down. So Sindhu River, where it is flowing? Westward. Okay, first when it is starting from Mansarovar in Tibet, it is moving to Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, and then after it takes turns northward and enters India via Ladakh. That is Jammu and Kashmir. Got it? Then after it is meeting Jaskar, Nubra, Shayok and Hunza. So which side it is moving? Second point you have to remember that. Okay? And then which rivers it is meeting? That you have to remember in third point. Got it? Got it? It is starting from Mansarovar region in Tibet. Then it is moving. Then it is taking a U-turn and going to in northward side it is going via Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Then it is meeting Jaskar, Nubra, Shayok and Hunza. Got it? Then afterwards it is flowing through Pakistan. Which side it is flowing? It is flowing through Pakistan. So fourth point is flowing through Pakistan. And again in Punjab of Pakistan, it is meeting five tributaries. Which five tributaries? That is Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bees and Satluj. Okay? Five rivers. First it is going starting from Mansarovar in Tibet. Then it is moving to northwards and entering India via Ladakh in Jammu and Kashmir. Third, it is meeting Jaskar, Nubra, Shayok and Hunza. Then it is flowing moving to Pakistan. In Pakistan, in Punjab, it is meeting five tributaries that is Chenab, Ravis, Been, Satluj. Okay? So clear this much? Yes. Clear this much? Then again, and this all place, this rivers where they are meeting, its place is called Mithan Mithankot. Clear? Afterwards, now it is completed in Pakistan. Now it is moving to southward direction and meeting Arabian Sea. Meeting Arabian Sea. Okay, when it is coming in downward side, its speed will be slow. Okay? When, but obvious. Clear? Okay. Ah, who is that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Mandy, stand up. Give me first point, its origination of Sindhu River system. Fast. southward in Arabian Sea, and its speed will be slow. And in 1960, so clear Sindhu River system. And now next point, in 1960, a treaty was signed with Pakistan for distribution of Sindhu River system. Okay, how much water we are giving? 20% of its water we are getting. And due to this, it is going in Punjab. It is going in Punjab. So irrigation will be very good in that side. Haryana and southwestern part of Rajasthan. Clear Sindhu River system? Have you learned in class? Now, next is Ganga River system. Yes, one thing we have missed out. How much kilometer it is? Yes, 2,900 kilometers. Now, Ganga River system, this we will go fast because we are not having time. Who is that? Finally stand up. Finally stand up fast. From where it is originating? I am getting your voice, so don't need that. You have to, after that, no need to speak behind. Ganga River system, origination of Ganga River. You are Zainali. Ganga River system's origination. Fast. Yes. Okay. It is two rivers, that is river Alaknanda and Bhagirathi. Both are originating from Gangotri areas in Himalayas. Okay, this both are originating from Gangotri area in Himalayas. And then it is meeting to Devprayag in Uttarakhand. Devprayag in Uttarakhand. So from where Ganga river is originating, that is river Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, that is known as Gangotri area. And then it is merging to Devprayag in Uttarakhand. Very good. So this flow of the river of Devprayag is known as Ganga. It is known as Ganga. So origination you have learned? Then it is entering to the place that is Haridwar. Where it is entering? Haridwar. Okay. And Sindhu river was moving to the northward direction, that is Jammu and Kashmir. Over here it is entering to Haridwar. Clear? Then it is meeting small rivers, that is Gagra, Gandak, Koshi, which they are coming from north direction. Which they are coming from north direction and meeting Ganga, and this some part it is moving to Nepal. Some part it is moving to Nepal. Clear this much point? Then it is moving to Yamuna river, and that's why it is known as Yamunotri. Yamuna river and Ganga river where they are merging is known as Yamunotri. And then it is moving right side and merging in Allahabad. Where it is merging? Allahabad. So first river Alaknanda and Bhagirathi are originating and getting the name, that is Gangotri. Then after it is merging, that is Devprayag in Uttarakhand. Should I speak? Then they are meeting small rivers, that is Gagra, Gandak, Koshi, which is coming from north direction and meeting Ganga. Then it is some part is moving to Nepal. Then it is emerging from river Yamuna, and that's why it is known as Yamunotri. Then after it is going to the right side and merging in Allahabad. Clear? As it is flowing only in, most of the water of Ganga is flowing in the northward direction, and throughout it is flowing. So when there is too much of rainfall, the disaster will be coming, that is flood disaster. Got it? Due to that there will be heavy loss. Now on the other hand, now again it is moving to the few rivers, that is Chambal and Betwa, which is a peninsular plateau, and again it is meeting Yamuna. When it is meeting to Yamuna, which two rivers of peninsular it is meeting? Chambal and Betwa. And then it is meeting again to Sun River. Which river? Sun River. Okay. Now it will be moving, some part it is moving to Bangladesh, which is known as Padma, and some part it is moving through, and some part it is moving to West Bengal. Second branch is moving to West Bengal, which is known as Bhagirathi Hooghly. Clear? Clear? And where Ganga and Brahmaputra is meeting is known as Jamuna. What is known as? Jamuna. And this both the branches are known as Sundarban. Why it is known as Sundarban river? Because at that place many trees, mangrove trees are growing. And last is how much kilometer it is? 2500. So over here we complete Ganga river system. Clear?